This is Another Man's Nostalgia with John.
You get a John personalized kiss in the mail.
Oh,
He'll kiss anything that you send him, and
anything?
He'll send it back to you.
Don't send me dicks. I don't want to.
He doesn't want to kiss a dick, but he'll kiss anything else.
Chris.
I know, Chris. You've had a dog before, but
I had a rabbit, and I feel the same way about the rabbit.
And Justin.
I would
I'm like,
date her if
yes,
I had
ma'am,
to.
please.
Yes, ma'am. No.
Please control me, please.
You want me to tell him to go away? All right.
Step on me, please.
Zula is an incredible character. Like, what did
I wish she would step on my face.
No, she.
I would have somebody step on me, but
The episode starts now.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to Another Man's Nostalgia, where we revisit everyone's favorite shows, movies, and games from the mid-90s to the mid-2000s. So, how's everyone doing today? Everyone having a good day today?
It's not terrible.
It's not
This
terrible.
week wasn't
Hey,
great.
No.
I had an
you can tell
eventful
the
time.
story in just a second. But, Justin, that's how the intro's supposed to go. And did I read
I don't
off
want to hear
anything?
anything from you at the moment.
No. I read off nothing.
After what we just had to go through this week, I don't want to hear your... I don't need it from you.
The show has nothing to do with
It has
the
everything to
intro.
do with my
It
mood
doesn't.
right now.
No longer
Your
friends.
mood.
Let's just move on.
Alright, so I had a
Okay.
good week. I'm sorry that you guys had a bad week. I hope it wasn't because of this show.
It was.
Because if it was because of this show, you guys are idiots. So, I don't have any story. I had the flu this week, which kind of sucked, but I'm getting over it right now.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk about it.
I missed the Super Bowl. I missed the Super Bowl
party.
with you guys. I missed the Super Bowl party. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Stinks.
Justin cried, but he stopped crying after the first half. So the second half was enjoyable.
It took me a while to stop crying, but
Yeah.
Oh,
it
that
happens.
stinks.
I'm a crier.
How'd you guys like all the commercials? Good.
I liked
Marvel commercial was pretty good.
Which one?
The Marvel.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, we were trying to play Nintendo 64 when that happened, and it did
Surprisingly
not
didn't
go
work
very
out.
well. Classic Chris.
Classic Chris. Which ones did I like? I like the Groundhog Day one was really good.
The Jason Momoa Rocket Mortgage.
Momoa.
The
was
Jason
really
Momoa
funny.
That was the
one
best.
Hilarious.
That was great.
Hilarious.
Yeah, and the Elvin Jennings one was really good too. That's all pretty solid.
Was that the one with Alexa? Was that a
Yeah.
Super Bowl commercial? Because I feel like I saw that commercial before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think
You
they
probably
released
saw
it.
all of these.
Yeah,
But no, that was hilarious.
yeah.
What did they do before Alexa?
Them throwing the log out the window, I was like cracked up.
Alexis, turn it
Yeah.
down 2 degrees.
It was really good. Yeah.
No, that was funny.
So, John, you have some nostalgia news.
I do have some nostalgia news. Play the theme.
Justin, play it.
All right.
You know it.
All right,
good.
so the Mandarin,
Mandalorian.
the Mandalorian, sorry,
Not the
Mandarin.
orange.
the Mandarin, the Mandalorian, sorry. Season 2 is coming out October 2020, 2020.
Oh, they released a date. I didn't know they released a date.
I don't know the specific date in the month, but I know it's coming out in October. So they
Cool.
just got finished filming, I believe.
Oh.
And that's why they released the date. So
This is the way.
I mean, I really liked the first season. The first season was awesome.
It was really great.
So
But John, you're onto this now. You're onto the Star Wars lore because you've like watched everything. Now,
I
right?
am.
fucking
So
nerd.
I'm not all the way caught up, but I'm really excited because I know it's like February, not 2nd. It's like 12th, I believe. This
week.
Clone Wars
Oh right.
is
Yep.
it's coming out with their last season, and it's supposed to be like one of the best, and it's gonna be like week to week, so it's not gonna be a whole like the whole entire series kind of put out there. A lot of Netflix shows do that, so I don't know if
What do you prefer? Do you prefer all at once, or do you like the week to week?
I like
Honestly,
the
I'm-
week to week.
Yeah, honestly, I'm starting to get more back into the week a week. It depends on the show, though. Really, like I feel like Mandalorian wouldn't have been as good if they'd done it all at once. But I feel like some shows benefit from having it all at once.
I think you really, number one, I think it's smarter to let all let it go one by one because you
Yeah.
keep people subscribed longer.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
I
yeah,
think,
that's
like,
true.
But like I looked at like so I just watched like The New Girl The New Girl, The Good Place. Have y'all seen Good Place?
I have
I've,
seen the good
I've
Place,
tried to
yeah.
get into it. I'm not
Yeah.
that into it.
And I really liked the first 3 seasons, and then I got caught up before the 4th season. 4th season I watched week to week, and it felt so slow and draggy. So I feel like some shows benefit from it, some shows don't. So
I would say less comedy, more like a thriller type.
yeah,
of
that's
thing.
probably a good point. Yeah,
Because comedy shows, I feel like you just want to continue to laugh. Like
Right.
it's kind of hard to just watch 30 minutes of a comedy show and then just stop.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
Alright, so another thing, the Sims franchise, it just turned 20. So it's its 20th anniversary today, the day that we're
Cool.
filming. So you guys know the day we're filming. But did you guys play those when we were little? I know I used to play them. I think me and Chris used to play them on was it the Xbox or PlayStation? We used to just hack
yeah.
all this different kinds of shit. We would always build like a swimming pool like inside of our mansion. It's crazy.
We slept in the same bed. What? Did that
What?
did that happen? No,
Don't they
yeah.
don't they take their clothes off when they go to bed too?
Yes. No, yeah, I used to have it for PlayStation 2, I think. And actually, me and my fiance have been playing it recently, the first one. It's pretty good. It's a good game.
Yeah,
I had it on the PC.
My fiance said that the first thing I need to do is buy her the for Valentine's Day is buy her the new Sims game that's like out right now. It's not new, but the latest one.
Sims 4 or whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
that's the first thing I need to buy her for Valentine's Day. So
Well, there you go.
there you go. I got my gift. It's not gonna be a huge stuffed animal. It's gonna be the Sims game.
All right, and then the biggest news, I think. Go ahead, John.
Is Dunkaroos. Dunkaroos are coming
Dunkaroos.
back in the summer of 2020.
I used to love
So-
those things.
Did you really?
I actually looked for them like a year ago. I was like, I want to see if those are still around because I want to have one, and they weren't around, so I was very upset. And now I'm very excited. So,
Okay.
all summer.
I just think that this is the weirdest thing to bring back, but I guess people wanted them. So
Every episode, I'm going to be snacking on them.
Well, now the people who ate them can afford them.
That's right, exactly.
The
I'm excited
extra 50 cents that my mom refused to pay for the Dunkaroos.
Oh, we're hitting a nerve here.
50 cents?
Let's talk about
Really?
it. I'm so sorry, Justin.
Yeah, I got the off-brand Dunkaroos.
I'm so sorry, Justin. You didn't get an allowance, did you?
No, I never got an allowance.
I didn't either.
I
You got
didn't.
allowance?
What?
Oh. So rich.
I was just expected
I still have
to do things.
I'm weird. I'm
Or I
super
got
weird.
smacked.
This is a story about me. So I had an allowance, and the first allowance was to wash the dishes. So I washed the dishes, and my mom gave me $1, and I still have that $1 that I got
I wasn't allowed to do
because
a
I
lot
was
of
like,
things because I was bad at it.
this is the first freaking $1 that I ever earned, and I was like maybe
What are you, Mr.
5,
Krabs?
4.
It's me first dollar.
It's my first $1. Yeah. No,
Where
I
is it
still
right
have
now?
it. I should go get it.
I bet it was like
No,
every
it's
other
okay.
dollar.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
But
This
it
is the
shows
first dollar
date
I
on-
ever earned.
You know,
This is the first
Oh,
one I
yeah?
ever earned. Yeah.
oh yeah, You sure?
Not really. No.
No, because like some money, like they have like the date on it and everything like that. I think
Oh,
mine
right.
says 1995.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'd keep
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Cool.
Yeah.
All
I know,
right.
it's weird. Everyone's quiet now. I know it's a little weird.
No one can
All right,
relate to this story.
All right, but that's all my nostalgia news. But yeah,
Okay. All right, John. So you had us watch something.
I did have you guys.
First of
watch
all,
something.
why?
So this is one of the first shows that I watched when I was little. I was watching this show at the same time I was watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And what's coming out
So Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, is coming out.
on Valentine's
So-
Day? Y'all
It's
know.
on Valentine's Day?
You know
Okay.
where
It
you're
is.
going, right?
Yeah.
Well, apparently I'm staying home and my girlfriend's playing Sims. So this is the first TV show, first official TV show to come out. It came out 2 years after the first video game. And
Okay.
it's The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh.
Play the theme. Play the theme song.
All right, at least it's a good theme.
It's a pretty good theme.
I like the
enjoyed
music
it.
in this.
Yeah.
Did you? There's no words. It's
No.
just like him kind of going around.
Sonic the
painting
Hedgehog. Da, da, da,
Yeah.
da, da,
Yeah.
I run fast. I like chili dogs. No.
So, yeah. I got into Sonic through the video game first,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
then the show. I got into it. It couldn't have been 93 because it came out in 93. I couldn't have watched it when it came out, so
Right.
it had to have been sometime after it came out, which it appeared on 1, 2, 3, 4 different times
Okay.
between the time it came out in 2002 on different networks. So I don't know
Really?
when I started watching it, but that's when it had to be one of those times.
Yeah.
So yeah, I played the video game, and then on Sega Genesis, and then I
course.
got into the TV show because of the video game. So that's
Okay.
how I got into it. So I don't know how you guys got into it.
I was never really a Sega guy at all, so I didn't really play Sonic until I was older. So I'd never seen the show. I mean, I knew Sonic and Tails and Mr. Robotnik, but I didn't really know anything else about Sonic in general. So
Yeah.
no real personal attachment to this at all. What about you, Justin? You played Sonic.
Yeah,
Right.
I had Sega.
Yeah.
I've seen this show. I've seen the other shows.
Oh, you'd seen this one before.
I've seen all of the shows.
Oh. Okay.
I remember watching all these shows when I was
So
a kid.
Justin probably has just as much nostalgia for it as you do, John. I'm sure he loved it just as much as you did.
I liked it as a kid.
Okay.
I think it's very obvious from the beginning that what my thoughts are on it now.
Yeah.
So I've seen 2 Sonic shows. I've seen this show, and I've seen Sonic X. And
Okay.
Sonic X was the one that came out in like 2000s, like early 2000s. So,
Okay.
but there's been 5 shows to come out.
There's
of
two.
Sonic.
Well, I don't know if this is in your fun facts, John. I might be stepping on your toes here,
No, you're fine.
but there were 2 shows running concurrently. So
Yes.
the one
Yeah.
Chris is going to talk about in a second, and this one.
Yeah. So I started watching this show like a week ago, and I watched the wrong version of Sonic.
It's just called Sonic the Hedgehog.
And so I'm going to talk about that one. Roll the theme.
Sonic, he can really move. Sonic, he's got an attitude. Sonic, he's the fastest thing alive.
Okay, so I'm gonna say some fun facts before Justin. Or do you want to do your fun facts thing before this?
Yeah, I'll do my fun facts thing.
Okay, do your fun facts thing before this.
Here we go. It's Sonic. It's the Sonic Hedgehog fun facts. Duh.
That was
There you
great.
go.
I loved
That
it.
was,
I loved it.
that
No,
was-
it was great.
the
Move on.
high-pitchedness was weird. Okay.
Let's get through this.
Okay, so hey, this is the story. I told Chris that
Yeah.
that Sonic the Hedgehog came out in '93.
Yeah.
Watch this show that came out in '93.
Yeah.
So
They both
I did
did.
not know this before I looked up the fun facts, but
Two of the shows
okay,
came
so
out.
2 of the shows came out in '93, which is super weird. It's by the same production company too,
Yeah.
which
Same,
is weird.
Same Sonic voice. This is the exact
Okay,
same.
so September 6, 1993 is when the first one came out, and then
one?
the
Sonic the
second
Hedgehog?
one came. And
Which one's-
that's the
Oh, the
Adventures of
Adventures,
Sonic the
okay.
Hedgehog.
Okay.
And then the Sonic the Hedgehog came out September 18th, 1993. 2 weeks later.
Why is it so confusing? Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Honestly,
Two
Sonic
weeks later.
throughout its lifespan has been mishandled terribly. They made some
Yes.
bad decisions.
I think what the reason is because I've watched both now, and I know them both. I think that the Sonic the Hedgehog was supposed to be more mature audiences. I think they were like going for like kind of like closer
Were
to like
they?
pre-teenagers, and then
Definitely.
the one we watched was more like 5-year-olds.
It was slapstick. It was
I
a
have
very
no brain.
slapstick type of.
I mean, the animation was very different, and the other one was just a little more evil, a little bit more. There was like love interests in it. I think it was just
Yeah.
made for a little bit more of like a adult audience, and it was a lot better. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Yeah, the naked fox lady
the Naked Fox lady. Yeah,
Okay.
who doesn't wear any pants in that show.
her name is Sally. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our first category, which is plot.
Okay.
What plot? He
Everything
likes
Sonic-
chili dogs.
Wow.
He hates Dr. Robotnik,
Yeah.
and he runs really fast.
and he sabotages Robotnik's plans. That's pretty much the basic plot of this. Every
It's
single
just
episode.
it's just a summary of the whole entire show.
Yeah, exactly.
So we didn't get into the whole entire show. We only watched 1 through 6 because Chris watched the wrong.
Yep.
And we
And
didn't.
thank God we only watched 6.
So it is on Netflix. If you guys want to go see it on Netflix, it is. Only the first, I believe 20 episodes on Netflix. There was
Okay.
actually 65 episodes for the first.
Yeah.
Oh my
season.
God.
They're all
Yeah.
they're all actually also on YouTube, and so is the other show.
That's where I
So,
watched mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know they
You
were
watched
on
it on
Netflix.
YouTube? Yeah, they're on Netflix.
That's cool. Okay.
But yeah, so we watched. We didn't watch a lot of the, but they're very similar. All the episodes
Yes.
are pretty similar. Where Dr. Robotnik, aka Egghead,
yes.
is trying to capture
Eggman.
Sonic. Eggman,
Uh-huh.
sorry, Dr. Eggman. The whole entire premise of the show is he's trying to capture Sonic, and Sonic, most of the time he does get captured. In like
Yeah.
4 of the episode, 4
Because
of
he's
the
not
6
smart.
episodes, he gets captured, but something happens where like the robots like turn on each other, or Tails does something like spectacular and rescues him, and
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
Grounder and Scratcher. Is that their names?
Yeah.
Scratch and Grounder are the robots in this version of
Oh
Sonic.
God.
So
Which
you
might be
have
the
Dr. Robotnik, and then the 2 robots. Scratcher is the chicken, and Grounder is the guy that has like the drills for
Uh-huh.
hands and nose.
He's a little guy.
So yeah, it's
The-
I mean it's a really weird concept. I don't know why they went that direction, but yeah.
They might be the stupidest characters in a TV show I've ever seen.
But they're supposed to be super smart because he
Right.
put like a
But they're not.
He put a computer and a college degree when he was making them into the machine,
Yeah.
and no, it didn't turn out to. They were very smart. No,
That's like I want something
But-
that tastes good, so I put a picture of a 5-star like meal into the oven, and I expect like it to come out and be made.
no,
That's exactly
that's
what it
not
is.
how. No, but so yeah, what do you guys say about the plot?
What
And
plot?
don't
Well-
say what plot. Okay.
Well, let's just go through the episodes real quick and say which ones like, or we can talk about which ones we liked later. But let's go through the episodes. So the first one,
It's a flashback.
yeah, Mr. Robotic. They're about to. Sorry, Sonic and Tails are captured by Grounder and Scratch, and he tricks them. Sonic tricks them by letting them escape by reminiscing how they met. And the story is that Robotnik like makes them into like machines, and they're supposed to capture, and they're really stupid, right?
Yeah, so he made like a bunch of machines, and they were like bounty hunters, and then all the bounty hunters couldn't catch them.
Yeah,
So then he made the like supposedly smart robots,
Right, of
And
course.
they're
so
not
smart.
that smart.
No.
So they tried to catch him, and it was very like this episode kind of reminded me of, not Speedy Gonzales, Roadrunner.
All of it is
yeah,
Looney
yeah.
Tunes.
Yes,
They
so
just ripped Looney Tunes off.
yes, so a lot of this show is based off of Looney Tunes. The character, like his personality when it comes to Sonic, is based off of Bugs Bunny.
Uh-huh.
And actually, like when it comes to his like charm, is based off of Bill Clinton, which is weird.
Charm.
His charm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bill
So that's what they try to kind of write it off of. When it
Okay.
comes to like Sonic's design, it was his head was based off of Felix the Cat. His body was based off of Mickey Mouse, and his shoes were based off of Michael Jackson in like one of his albums. So Michael Jackson also wrote some of the music for the first Sega game,
Oh,
and he's not credited to doing it, but there's a lot of.
It's actually the third one.
Is it the third one? Okay, my
It's
bad.
it's Sonic 3.
Yeah, so he's not credited, but
it's rumored.
he didn't. Yeah, it's really strongly rumored by a bunch of sources because he didn't want to be credited because he didn't like the sound that the Sega kind of like pushed out.
oh yeah.
So
the
he didn't.
16-bit sound.
Yeah, so he didn't really want to be associated with it.
Gotcha.
But
Which is weird
he-
because he had his own Sega game
yeah,
That's true. He did. Where you
with all his
moonwalk or whatever.
songs digitized as like
That's
what?
true. That's true.
so yeah.
Do you know who voices him, John?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do. So who voices him
would
is
hope
the guy
so.
that plays Urkel
Yeah.
on Family Matters.
Yeah,
So,
Jaleel White. Yeah.
Yep. Which is kind of crazy. He's the only famous person that's kind of
Well, Jim Cummings is
Like,
kind of famous for
around.
voice acting, but not like from like at this time. Jaleel White was a huge name for sure.
Jim Cummings was
yeah,
only
he is
in
really
the
big.
pilot. Jim Cummings wasn't Robotnik anymore.
Oh, he wasn't.
He only did one. He only did the pilot.
Oh, interesting.
so no, like that's pretty huge. And if like I don't know if you want to play like a clip of like Family Matters of just like Steve Urkel and then like Sonic, they do sound similar.
I do that?
I'll do the comparison catchphrarise of "I'll do that" or "Did I do that?" and "I'm waiting," which he said like
Or
5 times.
I want a chili dog.
I'm waiting.
Did I do that? I'm waiting.
so annoying.
So
when he says it.
there's two famous lines in this show. It's Sonic saying "I'm waiting," and then there's Dr. Robotnik saying
I hate you, Hedgehog.
I hate you. Or what does he say?
I hate that hedgehog.
Yeah.
And the one I watched, the famous line was every time he'd about to run, he'd say "Got a juice," and he'd run away. Sonic. So
Yeah.
that was a real thing. Okay. Okay. So that's the first episode. The second episode is just let's see here. I got them down here.
The ground, the
Yeah,
map,
it's what they-
underground.
They help the mole.
How'd you? Oh wait, hold on. How'd you guys feel about the Sonic Says stuff at the end?
I loved them. That was my favorite part of every episode.
Sonic says, "Don't let people touch your privates." Hey guys, don't bump with across the road,
Oh,
or you're
man.
gonna die. Your parents are going to pay for your funeral.
That's
There really
not- that's
was. There
not how
really
that
was one
said.
about sexual harassment, though.
Yes, there was. It was episode 3, and it says.
The-
Kids, there's nothing more cool than being hugged by someone you like. But if someone tries to touch you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's no good. It's your body. No one has the right to touch you if you don't want them to. So what do? First, you say no. Then, you get out of there. Most important, you gotta tell someone you trust. Like your parents, your teacher, a police officer.
So every episode at the end has this thing called Sonic Says, where it's like a lesson for the kids to learn. And yeah, it was like, don't graffiti. It was, don't call
Don't
911.
graffiti.
Hey, don't drink poison. That'll kill you. You
Don't call
stupid.
911. And all of a sudden it was sexual
Sharing
harassment.
was one.
Always
Yeah.
practice safe sex.
That was okay. So it was super weird. Okay, so it goes.
Put a
episode
condom
one,
on.
Episode 1 is the right time to call 911.
Right.
Like it's a good lesson. Okay.
Yeah.
Episode 2 is
If your friend
It was,
stabs you,
it was
call
sharing.
911.
Yeah.
is sharing. So you're like, okay, like that's good. And then the third episode is say no to someone touching you inappropriately. Which again, it's a good lesson, but it's kind of out of the norm a little bit. I
And then
wasn't
the-
expecting it.
And then the fourth one was about sloths. It's like, so it's just randomly stuck in there about sexual harassment.
Yes. It
was so weird.
It was a little strange, but
Hey kids,
again,
don't go
like,
touching your friend's private
you
parts.
know, like I don't think Sesame Street's covering that, you know?
No,
Like,
no.
so-
Yeah. Someone has to.
so
Big Bird-
yeah,
Big
you
Bird
gotta hear
comes
from
up and
someone.
goes-
You gotta hear from someone, okay?
Big Bird goes up
That's
to the
all I'm
Count.
saying.
He goes, Count, I have something to tell you. What is it? Well, the other day, Oscar touched me in a special place. What?
Oscar should go to jail. That's what I would say.
Wow.
All
He
right,
told me
okay,
to take
anyway.
off my feathers.
Okay, so what do you guys give the plot? What do you guys give it?
0.
Okay. Okay, so here's the thing.
You would
I'm
have to
gonna
do it like per episode, I feel like. Because every episode has a different plot.
I mean, yeah, but they're all kind of the same. I mean, I get what you're saying. I would say a 3, because I liked a couple of them. I like the lovesick one. That was really weird and funny, and then I like the high stakes one where he has to like do the dare and he has to race the thing and throw the race. I thought they both
Yeah.
were pretty good episodes. There was
In every episode, you kind of have like a little moral like
yeah,
lesson
exactly,
in there too.
yeah. It's a lot better than the one I watched. So I know you haven't seen it, but I'm guessing some of our listeners have. So
Yeah.
the show starts out, and it's like all of a sudden he's like with a new friends. They don't explain who any of the friends are, and then every time the episode starts, they have heard recently about a plan of Robotniks that they go stop. So it's really confusing. You just jump into every single plot, and you have no idea what's happening. It's really weird. but I like it better than this. But I would give this a 3, I guess.
So, the other show is Dr. Robotnik's like in charge, right? Like he's over like a city.
Yeah, and they're called the Freedom Fighters. They kind of mention it in this, but they're the Freedom Fighters, and they are like they're like the rebellion of like the Empire from Star Wars, basically.
Okay.
It's very weird, but so I didn't like it. I watched the entire thing, and I was like, eh. And then when you told me it was the wrong one, I watched this one. I was like, you know what? That first one wasn't bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
I mean, I understand why they did it if they were aiming for different like audiences, but I've never heard of a show that after the first 2 weeks, like they start a completely new show that's in like a new universe.
Yeah.
Made by the same production company. Like I've never heard of that before.
It's really weird. But I'd give you a 3 on this. It was fine.
Yeah. All right, Justin, you gave me a 0?
No, I'm gonna give you a point for every episode. I thought it was halfway decent story wise.
Okay.
So starting at 0. So I'll give you a 2.
Oh,
all right, which ones did you like?
I thought it was the episode with the robot chick was okay.
Yeah.
And then I think the same one's Chris liked actually. The casino one.
The casino one, yeah.
Yeah.
The animation in this was very odd. It was kind of a
very Ren and Stimpy.
They had a very low budget.
Did
It
they?
was very
Really?
Yeah, they had a very low budget.
Couldn't
So
tell.
I know you can tell. But yeah, if you can like look at like the backgrounds and stuff like that, like there's not really any background.
It's just
Okay.
it's just SpongeBob swirls and
It's like Rocko's Modern Life. It felt like.
Yeah. So
Fun fact that made more points than Birds of Prey and Dragon Ball Z the movie. So.
boom.
All right.
One of those
Okay.
was mine. That's kind of sad.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, so this like the show was very slapstick. It was very Looney Tunes. They did take a lot of the humor off of Looney Tunes. So
Right.
and I understand that the plots were all they were kind of different, but they were always kind of the same. Where Dr. Robotnik was trying to take Sonic, and every single episode he was in, every single episode Scratch and Grounder were in trying to.
the only
him.
reason
So-
I liked the casino episode was there's disgusting scene of Robotnik without a shirt on and just
Yeah.
this
I didn't, okay,
Egyptian
so I
thing.
didn't know this, but they all have 4 fingers.
Oh, do they?
I got Simpson syndrome.
Nice.
But I just remember the scene where he's just like kind of lounging and he's like,
It was disgusting.
Smiley, where's my next busload of monument workers?
One more bat and I would have had them, but they won. It was all because of...
No excuses. You know how to cheat, so do it.
There's a
and
couple.
he's like eating stuff and he's almost naked.
There's a
It's
couple.
really weird.
There's a couple really funny lines in this. Like
There are it was
yeah.
meant to be funny.
Yeah.
So Sonic X is a very serious show. Like I wouldn't say it's very serious. I would say it's a more serious show than this. It's more
Right.
kind of aimed towards teens.
Right.
And there's not a lot of humor in it. And
Right.
a lot of people they know Sonic from that show. So do you feel like it would be more beneficial if it was more serious, or do you feel like Sonic needs to be like a humor type of thing?
I think it should be humor because
It
the
needs
other
to be
show,
better.
the other.
I don't
Yeah,
care
that's
how
not-
Sonic
Justin,
is.
that's
it
not
just
what
needs
I
to be
asked,
done
okay?
better.
That's
You
not
can
what
go
I asked.
serious. You can go funny. It just
The
needs
other-
to be done better than this.
The other show that I watched was serious, and it wasn't nearly as entertaining. I didn't think, at least when it comes to.
Do you feel like it was-
actually laughing? So
Do you feel like it was entertaining because it was so bad, or do you feel like it was entertaining because it was actually entertaining? and
I mean,
funny?
like it was just like there was at least something that I chuckled at. I feel like the other one, like they tried to make jokes. Oh man, I'm gonna put this joke in. I know we didn't watch it, but there's this joke that was so bad that like I had to put it in. It was like,
Yo, Aunt, it's my watch. You can go get your ugly sleep. Too cool, too cool.
no, I think this one was better when it comes to the humor at least. So
yeah.
yeah,
All right, so I would give it a 3. Like the plot, I feel like it was very similar to a lot of the episodes, but we only watched 6 episodes. I watched a little bit more when
Did
it came to, and there was like some little things that were here and there, but yeah, you were right. It's kind of all the same. I think I watched only 9 episodes. I didn't watch all of them because 65 is a lot. I got a life. That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah. What's the next category?
it was main characters. So Sonic, I guess.
Sonic, Tails, and Robotnik.
Sonic, Tails, no, it's Sonic, Tails, Robotnik, Scratch, and Ground. I don't know if there's any minor characters in this.
Well, I think it'd be. I guess you're probably right. I don't know. I guess they're in every show.
I guess.
I mean-
I guess the minor characters would be like the sheep
The Love Robot.
and the love robots and
Oh, that's a 10 from me.
the.
Love Robot.
Oh my god! All right, so
I'm gonna say, well, they were fine. I thought he was a good Sonic. Robotnik was
Yeah.
fine. Tails was fine because it seemed like a little kid, even though it wasn't. I looked it up as some old lady who voiced him. But the two Scratch and what's the other one's name?
Grounder.
Scratch and Grounder.
Really bothered me. The voices are terrible. It's so screechy and weird. I hated it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it like a 3, I guess.
Okay. What about you, Justin?
I thought Robotnik was fine. I didn't like this version of Sonic.
Okay.
I thought he was. There were times where I'm like, okay, that's Sonic, and other times I'm like, Sonic is not this stupid.
Yeah.
So, like, I get you're trying to like do the whole gag thing, but
So think about this. Sonic.
I don't
they
want to
didn't-
think. There's no reason to think.
Well, hey, listen. So the only thing that was before this was the video game. In the video game, he doesn't talk. So they had nothing to go off of Sonic other than
And you made him an
what
idiot.
he looks like.
And you made
So
him an idiot.
This is the first thing that
You
everyone
made him an idiot who loves chili dogs. Like, what the hell is that? What kind of characterization is that?
In every single TV show after this, I don't know about the one Chris said, but I know the other 3 after those 2, he's like chili dogs in all of them.
Same with that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, they've in all the ones that he's like chili dogs.
I don't get it.
I would agree. I would agree. He doesn't have a personality. He just kind of goes around and
It's just
he's
one-liners.
but he's really cocky, and I think that's kind of an interesting
That's-
point.
The
It's-
cockiness, I get.
That's
That's
a
Sonic.
big thing with Sonic. He's
Yeah.
very cocky.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, he just makes one-liners and
yeah.
eats chili dogs, and
Yeah.
it's not good.
But okay, but think about this: like, if he's based off of Bugs Bunny. Does Bugs Bunny do like anything different?
But Bugs Bunny
he
is
did?
that like he's meant to be in those short cartoons. He's going to change from thing to thing.
He's also not supposed to be like a hero that's like supposed to like.
He's
save
he's
people.
Bugs
just-
Bunny.
He's just like
going to
he's
do
just-
that.
Yeah. I would
There's
agree
no-
with you.
That was one of the reasons why he dresses up like all the time. Is because
did
he's based off of Bugs Bunny too.
That was bad too.
That made Robotnik look really stupid. The fact that he never realized it was him.
It made
Oh,
everyone like.
and then
okay,
those
but again,
two-
like no one ever recognizes Bugs Bunny either.
Well, I know, but Robotnik's supposed to be like this smart dude who like, you know, like he like, did what he did. He
Invents all
turned
these
something.
invents all these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sonic's not supposed to be that. I don't know.
I agree with you, Justin.
I don't like. I hated the 2 robots
Yeah.
with a
Yeah.
passion.
They're
Yeah,
so
I know.
yeah.
They're pretty bad.
It's a 1.
They're pretty bad. It's a 1. Dang
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Dang.
Those robot. I would have been in a 2. I've been in a 2 maybe, but those robots were fucking terrible.
Yeah.
That's
Every
crazy.
time they were on screen, I hated it.
Dang.
Preach.
So hey, before I give mine, do you guys want to guess what Sonic's name was supposed to be?
Like from the
From
video game?
the like no. Okay, so I guess yeah. From they were creating like
Robbie.
Bobby? No.
Robbie the Hedgehog.
No.
Spiky.
Close.
is
Mr.
it?
Needle Mouse.
That's so much better. Roll off the
Mr.
tongue.
Needle Mouse, yeah.
Okay.
That's what Sonic was supposed to be.
All right.
I would give it a 3.
Okay.
I didn't. It's more nostalgia, and and I understand that. Like that's the reason I'm giving it a 3.
Right.
Good thing it doesn't count.
I did not like Tails. I don't remember not
Oh.
liking Tails. I didn't really.
Tails
like
has always
that
been
much.
annoying.
Tails, okay, like I understand because Sonic is I think 15, and Tails is 4.5.
What? Okay. Why are
So-
they hanging out together?
So the reason why they did this is because it's supposed to be like a it's supposed to teach kids that, like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So, like to kind of like I guess to kind of relate to that kind of audience. I know.
Hey
they're trying
kids,
to relate to, like,
Sonic
teen
says don't kill your
audiences and
brother.
stuff like that. But like Sonic always looks out for Tails. Always looks
Yeah.
out for Tails, and it's supposed to try to represent like you're trying to look out for your little brother type of thing.
Right.
Like you need
Okay.
to be looking out for people that's like in your family. But I don't. He acts like a 4.5-year-old, and I thought that was annoying. Like, yeah, I gave it a 3. I didn't really like it that much, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what? Justin gave me a 1.
You did. So you got 2.
So I got a 2. Damn. So
All right.
So out of 10 points, I have what? 5.
You have 4.5.
At 4.5. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Okay.
Next is minor characters, which is pretty much all the characters.
10 for that
So-
girl.
So I'll take it. I'll take it. You can only have 5, but I'm taking 10. Alright, so it would be like the shark. It would be
Yeah.
the sheep.
Yeah.
I actually kind of liked all those characters.
The robots.
The stupid ass sheep.
The
Yeah.
the sex robot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of another
The
one.
mole guy.
The
mole
mole guy. Yeah.
I'm gonna go like 2. I hated all of it.
Damn,
I like-
you just said you liked the sex robot girl.
She was okay. I like the plot of that, but I thought she was kind of annoying. I mean, I don't know. It was just it all felt like too like.
Have you ever experienced a girl that like tries to get you to do like all this stuff and you're just like, yeah, I'll do it. It's fine.
Kind of.
Have you?
We've all been there.
So in this episode, you have this girl that's asking Sonic to do all these things, but it's like halfway across the world.
Yeah.
So he has to like travel halfway across the world, do all the stuff that she's asking him to do, and he's like exhausted, but he's doing it because he like really, really
He
likes
wants
her.
that pussy.
We've all been there. We've all been there. We've all experienced this before. But I was like, damn, Sonic,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
just getting
He needs that hedgehog ass, man.
you
Whipped.
blinded by that V. You blinded by
Okay. But no, dude. I thought they all were okay. The sheep were kind of. I'll give you a 3. Now I think about it, the sheep were kind of funny. How he was like, "And I hope you learned a lesson about gambling." And then they have like the new casino. They all run towards it. I thought that was kind of funny.
One
So-
bet free. Oh,
yeah.
how could we lose?
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I'll give you a 3 for it.
Okay. All right, Justin, what do you You said you liked all of them.
Yeah, I did. I'm giving you a 3
Oh.
If you liked all of them, why would you give me something
because it doesn't mean they were good. I just kind of liked. I kind of liked the idea of some of them. They kept overusing all of it.
The problem is that they're all the same, John. That's why Justin doesn't like it, right?
No, like they overused the
Stop
sheep.
taking words out of Justin's mouth.
Okay, sorry.
They overused the sheep. The mole guy was alright, I guess. The lady was like, to all jokes aside, a little creepy for a kid show
Yeah.
to be doing that. And like all of a sudden she likes him because she told him like he actually likes her. Like
Well, he
what
didn't.
the
It was a
fuck is
robot.
that?
It was a robot. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that did make it worse.
But first, I want to give you something. I had a little time while I was waiting for your chili dog to get heated. So I bought you a present.
A real present? One I didn't send you for?
And I wrote you a poem.
A poem?
Yeah, so you'll know how I feel. You can read it while I put this on the table.
Ha! You've had it, Hedgehog!
Hey! Whoa!
The carpet coating is starting to build up static electricity!
Septimagnet!
We got him! We got him! See? We got Sonic!
No one ever wrote me a poem before. Robotnik is rotten. Alfalfa is sneezy. The minute I met her, I loved my Breezy. It's beautiful.
I believe that they do bring her back in later episodes.
Oh goody.
Can't wait to watch that.
Justin, I'll tell you the episode after this podcast so you can watch it.
I'm not gonna watch any. I'm not gonna watch one more minute of this. I'm gonna block it on YouTube
Alright.
So yeah.
from ever coming my feed again.
All right.
All right.
So
What would you give it, John?
I would give it a 2.
What are you calling to me for getting a 3?
I know.
I'm
just
going
trying
to 1.
You know what?
I'm changing.
I'm looking at. No, you can't change it. I'm looking after myself. Okay, that's
You
all. I'm
asshole.
No, I'm giving it a 2 because the only thing I liked about it was the sheep. I didn't like the mole. He was stupid. I didn't really like the sheep either. They were like super annoying because Sonic saved their asses. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I did like the sheep. I'm sorry. I did like the sheep.
Figure
I
it
didn't
out,
like the
man.
girl.
Figure it
That's what
out.
I was
Okay.
trying. That's what I was
Okay.
trying to say. Yeah, the girl was really annoying.
How you put up with it?
I've been there before, and I'm just like, God, she's a bitch.
You can
You know,
relate to it.
you put
I
up
get
with
it.
it. I know.
hated
I've been there
her. I hated
too.
her.
I get it. Lots of experience there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
No, it's yeah. Didn't
I
bring
know,
back
man,
good
it's
memories.
tough.
That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
Let's talk about it. Who was it? Okay.
Let's bring up some old stories.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave it a 2. It wasn't the supporting cast wasn't great.
Yeah.
No,
I'll just
there
say
wasn't much great about this.
But that's a lie. But let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Okay.
So what are we
Well, yeah.
on
So
now?
the next category is gonna be easy. 5. It's acting.
5.
1.
That's a
That was
0.
5.
That's a true 0.
What? A 0? How do you
Dude,
This
give
was
it
so
a 0?
bad.
Other than Sonic, the rest were
What
terrible.
would it be? Would it be like writing? It would
It's
be
everything.
It'd be voice. It's voice acting, right?
acting. Voice
it's like,
acting? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't like Steve Urkel?
He's the one. The rest are not good.
One does not help the rest.
What you didn't like Eggman either? You
No.
didn't like Dr. Robotnik?
No, not really.
No.
Damn.
John, I didn't like this at all.
Not good.
Oh my
Like, I'm trying to be fair on
did
some
like-
of the points because I did like find some of a little bit entertaining.
have-
But dude, this sucked.
I shouldn't have picked this.
The minute you told me you were gonna do this, I said why. This was such a terrible show.
Because I watched it when I was younger, and that's what this podcast
That's
is
right.
about.
That's right.
Something
In all
should
fairness,
just be
John, you
kept
did
to
say
yourself.
It's not very good.
I did
Yeah.
say it wasn't very good, but
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be 0.
It's
worth.
0.
Like,
I would say-
really?
I wouldn't
I'm
give it a
going
0. It wasn't good. I'm sorry. What would you give it, John? Honestly.
I would have gave it a 3.
Okay.
I like,
Oh come on.
I like Sonic. I did like Sonic.
That's worth 3 points as one character.
That's not. I was gonna say more.
No, you weren't.
You don't like Tails.
I
You already
like-
know that.
I don't like Tails.
You
I
didn't
like
like the-
Sonic. I didn't like Scratch. I didn't mind Grounder. Grounder
You know-
wasn't like terrible.
He was like a. He was like.
Scratch
A,
was-
I'm a ground up.
he was like an off-brand. He was like an off-brand Patrick. I will say this though, Grounder. Yeah, I will say
Yeah.
though, that Patrick or Scratch's laugh, even though it was really annoying, it's kind of impressive how he did it. How he sounded like a chicken when he laughed. You know what I'm talking about? It's like he was like the cock-a-doodle-doo, but it was a
Hey,
laugh.
you know what? That's voice acting.
It's a line.
That's
You have
that's
Sonic
voice.
and
That's an
Scratch's
impressive
laugh.
voice actor right there.
You have Sonic and Scratch's laugh, and everybody else gets 0 for me.
God.
Sorry. So you give it a 3? Okay.
I would have gave it a 3. I liked Dr. Robotnik. I did not mind him. I liked Sonic and I liked Grounder. I didn't really like Scratch and I didn't like Tails. So that's out of 5 characters. I like 3 of them. That's why
That's
I gave
3.
it a
There
3.
you go. I like it.
This is stupid.
Okay, so next category. I'm so sorry, John. Does it hold up?
Okay, does Looney Tunes? This is my argument. Does Looney Tunes hold up? It's just like Looney Tunes. It's just like
No.
Looney Tunes.
If-
Does Looney Tunes hold up?
If the animation was better, I think you can make an argument for it. But you said it was on a budget. I get it, but it is what it is, and now it does not look good at all. Sonic looks fine. Everything else looks terrible.
Sonic is okay.
It's a Looney
think
Tunes
about it.
knockoff.
Think about this. Sonic is so popular. Sonic
Right.
is so popular, and this is one of the reasons.
Doesn't mean it's good.
This is one of the reasons Sonic is so popular.
I don't think it is.
Sonic has 70 games,
Uh-huh.
and this, and like total, from like 2016, it sold 200 million copies of games.
That's the game.
It started out as a game.
It started out as a game, but this is one of the reasons why it became so popular. This is how the kids got like into this.
And we were stupid.
Oh my god.
I'm sure we would give this, dude. You've given the same thing to Power Rangers when we watch Power Rangers, and that's the same thing.
And I would completely agree with you.
It is exactly
No,
the same
it's
thing.
not the same thing. No, okay, so Power Rangers it's not
Sucks.
slapstick like this, like Looney Tunes is.
Power Rangers sucks.
You guys are
Like,
wrong.
you would get a 0
You guys
from
are
me.
wrong.
I'm giving you 2 because I laughed at it. But that's
I'm giving you a 0. This does not hold up.
brutal.
You guys are wrong.
This is terrible.
Oh my
John,
god.
I'm Power Rangers. I would give Power Rangers a 0. Power Rangers does not hold up.
Guys,
It sucks.
no, it doesn't. Fuck you, Justin.
It sucks
I'm
ass.
actually
so
getting
bad.
I'm actually getting upset with you right now.
It doesn't matter. This is the truth you need to hear.
No, no, no.
This is worse than Dragon Ball Z.
It's not.
You can't use
not.
it's so popular excuse. That's a
It is-
terrible backup. Something can be bad and still be popular.
Why do so many people? No, because nowadays things can be popular because it's so bad. Like that's
So
why
that's
it's
your
popular.
that's your reasoning.
The reason why this is popular is because people liked it.
Your reasoning is because it's so bad.
No,
That's what you just told me.
I said that's the reason why people like things now. I don't feel like people liked it because it was bad. I feel like people liked it because they enjoyed it. God. I enjoyed it, guys. I thought it was okay.
That's great. I don't want to see this again.
What would you have given it?
For holding up,
Yeah.
I would have gave it a 2.5.
Okay.
Like
Well.
it's right smack in the middle. Like I understand that there's a lot of things wrong with it.
You don't have to convince me. I gave it a 2. I was
I
fine with
know.
it.
You're not going to convince
I'm
me. I
trying to
already
talk
know.
to Justin. Justin gave it a fucking 0.
Oh man.
God.
All right. Next one. Would you want to continue watching?
Yes. We only watched 6 episodes.
You should already
Let
know
me
my answer.
We have
Let
to
me say-
continue watching it.
I'm going to give you a 3 because I don't really want to watch this, but I do want to watch the show I watch because I think Justin would like it more. So I'm going to give you a 3. Just in general, I want to watch more Sonic stuff because I like the idea of it.
So, I didn't watch the other one though. I only watched Sonic X. So,
Okay.
I don't know if you guys want to try to watch Sonic X.
Well, maybe I'll adopt that show into mine.
What
and
are
watch
we?
that
What are
one.
we doing? Am I basing this on? Do I have to watch more Adventures of Sonic?
Yes.
Don't
This
okay.
this actual show. This
All right.
particular show.
John said it.
0.
Okay,
I will watch.
Let me change it.
I will
it,
watch
guys.
the
It's
other
not too
seasons
late.
that you're talking about.
It's not too late. I can change it, right? I can
If
go
you
for it.
change it to
Sonic
not
stuff.
this,
Sonic stuff.
I will
Sonic
change my
stuff.
points.
Sonic stuff.
Okay, go for it.
It's gonna
You
be
did-
Sonic stuff.
Sonic stuff.
I will go with a 3 then.
Oh man, now he's gonna beat Birds of Prey.
Because I know the other Sonic stuff and it's not too bad. I knew
Yeah.
from the start this was going to be terrible.
Yeah.
This is literally one of the worst things you could have chosen out of Sonic.
It's the only thing I watched, really.
And I don't know how you ended up liking Sonic.
I'm glad you
then.
picked it.
I'm so glad you picked up the game first. Because if I saw
did
this
pick
the
up the
same
game
thing as you
first.
did,
The game
oh
was
god.
cool. The game was
God.
cool.
Now the games suck ass.
Yeah, it's not good.
So many of the games suck now. It's really
I
sad.
played Sonic 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, let's do the final category. John, do you have a special category for it?
So I was gonna say design of the characters, like how you like the design of the characters, but I don't know if I should anymore because
Do music.
Justin
Oh.
didn't like it so
You'll
much.
get a good. I promise you'll get good stuff on music.
I guess.
0.
I kind of want to do character design.
I didn't really hear the music though. I would
Then-
rather do design.
Do character design. I think all the character designs are pretty good. Like of the main character. Okay, of Sonic, Tails, and Robotnik, which I think is the only ones that really matter because that's the one that's based on the games. I think they were pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I mean, the
problem
rest
is
are all
color choices. Like,
Yeah, the
it's
color-
just so
What'd you say?
It's so bland.
Yeah.
Again, they didn't really have a big budget, so they
Yeah.
couldn't
For
really...
color though, I mean, you can give me a little more color.
You can't afford those crayons, dude. Okay, they cost too much money.
They had the dollar store crowns instead of Crayola.
That's true.
Y'all know
Fun
what I'm
fact.
talking about? Like the really cheap ones.
Oh, yeah.
They came in like a huge pack of 50.
Yeah.
Like the Crayola was 12.
And they all like broke and like.
Your mom always got you
Flaked.
the other
Like,
one because it's
yeah.
50 and $1.
I remember-
That's 12 and $1.25.
This is a little story time. I remember my mom bought me. No, it was my grandmother. My grandmother bought me these Dollar General crayons. But every single time I wrote with them, like the color like rubbed off on my hand. So
Oh, yeah.
like when I would like get done drawing like a picture, my hand would be like like a rainbow. It was kind of funny. It would like stain my hand for days. It was like paint.
That's good. I'm gonna give you 3. I thought they looked pretty good.
Okay. Hey, Justin, what would you give me?
Based off of what they're supposed to look like
Yeah.
versus what they actually
changed
were.
Them, they changed them up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I guess it's a 3.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
They don't look bad.
I picked a good category. I'm so happy.
What would you give
I
it?
was so
John?
worried. When it came to the design, I probably would have gave it a 4. Like I really did like the design of all the characters.
Okay.
When it came to like Scratch and Grounder, I don't know why they
They're
went
just the
with like
worst.
a.
I don't want to hear about them anymore.
I don't know why they went with like a chicken.
Yeah, it's
and,
weird.
And like what he is, but they did.
Well, it's
and I didn't-
animals. He always fights other like robotic animals.
Yeah, but what is Grounder?
Well, he's just a robot. He's an idiot. We don't care about him.
Okay. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I like the design of what they were going for. They took some stuff from the video game too, but they did a really good job kind of animating it into a cartoon. So yeah, that's why I give it a 4. I thought they
Okay.
did a really good job.
Okay. Well, you got 15
But-
points.
What's
Not too
our
bad.
scoreboard?
I
so
had how
far?
many points? How many points?
15.
15 out of 35.
Yeah.
What's the standing so far this
Oh
season?
my.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you the standing, but I mean, we still have a lot to. John has 2, and me and you only have 1. John has 22.5.
After
have-
only 2?
Yes, I have 12,
Oh God.
and you have 26 for
What is-
Pokemon. Yeah.
What? All right,
it's
Justin, what are you doing? Are you doing next
Yeah,
week's?
And
What are
guess
you
who's
doing
next?
What are you doing next week?
Oh, I think I'm gonna get some good points on this. I hope.
What is it?
All right, this is a movie I've wanted to do for a long time. This is
Uh-huh.
one of my favorite movies of all time. I quote this a lot.
Okay.
We are going
What is it?
to do Wayne's World.
Oh boy. Okay. I've never seen this before.
Have you seen this, John?
I have not seen this before.
Okay, I'm a little nervous because this is a very Justin movie.
Yeah, those kind of thing kind of hit or miss, haven't they? They've-
See, Wayne's World and like Beavis and Butthead, like I felt like they were kind of like the same thing, right?
No, they're a little different.
I never really liked either of those, but we'll see. Maybe I'll
they didn't
see
have
them.
this. They didn't have like the same audience.
They did, but they're different humor. Wayne's
Oh,
World,
John. Sorry, John has 32.5 points. I did the math.
Oh
wrong.
well, it's right. It'll go up.
That's a lot different than 22.
You're right.
But
Woo!
I think this could be hit or miss. But
Uh-huh.
this is a comedy classic. This is considered one of the best movies of the '90s, easily
It is.
comedy. I personally think this is better than Austin Powers.
Okay. Well, cool.
So we'll see.
And Austin Powers is like one of your favorite movies, isn't it?
It is, but this is above. Wayne's
It's
World's
also
above
one of
Austin
the-
Powers.
It's also one of the most important movies, John, if you remember correctly.
It is. It is. I'm telling you.
Okay. All right. All right, Justin.
When you said that, Justin, I
I was talking about the
cracked up.
raunchiness of it.
I was like, you are ridiculous.
I think this is one of, personally for me, I think it's one of the most important movies to come out at that time period because I think it set the stage for a lot of different things.
So not Schindler's List or Forrest Gump. you went with-
No, so like for a comedy movie
Okay.
because
Not a really good, solid movie.
no because
Okay.
if you think back to that time period, the late '90s, early
Award-winning,
2000s,
award-winning movie.
Shut
over
up.
here.
This
Saved by the
was
Lion. Get out of the
this
way.
was the beginning.
Austin Powers.
You're an idiot. You know what? You're gonna love Wayne's World, and I'm gonna get full points.
You guys are idiots for not liking Sonic. That's all I'm saying.
There you go.
No, we are smart.
All right, John, take us home. I'm hungry.
All right, so you can find us on Another Man's Pod at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can email us at anothermanspod@gmail.com if you want to give us any type of feedback. Please go rate us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can find us on a lot of those places. You can also find us on Twitch. I'm actually gonna Twitch this game. That is a real
Whatever,
deal.
okay.
I'm gonna Twitch. So there's a game that came out that's on the PlayStation that's very retro. It's just like the game that you would play when it came to Sonic 3.
Okay.
So
when is this happening?
The day that this podcast comes out.
Okay.
So, and I've already made a schedule. I'm posting the schedule up on our Twitch. Blah,
Okay.
Couldn't think of it. I'm gonna post our schedule up on Twitch, and those are the days I'm gonna stream. I'm actually gonna stream this podcast that night that it comes out. Okay, and it's gonna be at probably 7.
Yeah.
So
okay.
that'll be the time that it actually happens. That will actually happen.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay. All
I
right.
know you've been making fun of me on the opening credits.
Did you hear it? Okay. You can also follow us. You can also go be a Patreon member and help us out a little bit. We just released this month our bonus episode from the very first episode we ever recorded that was not ever aired. And it's terrible, but it's really fun to listen to.
I really listened to it, and I was like, oh my fucking god, you're terrible.
Yeah, but
You're
it's
so awful.
It was really cool to listen to. I had a good time.
So yeah, we recorded this episode, and we re-recorded the episode because of some issues that we were having.
Yeah.
And if you go back and listen to it, like it's you need to just pay $2 to listen to it. Like it's hilarious. It's so bad.
First thing we ever recorded, and it was really rough.
It was Power Rangers. That was our first episode that we ever recorded.
Okay.
And we had like terrible mics too, and we had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, it was a treat. Anyways, so yeah, we're about to go watch Wayne's World, so I would recommend that you go listen to
Wayne's World.
Austin Powers.
Everyone knows that.
Austin Powers, which is season 3, episode 2.
Party time. Excellent.
All right. Well, we will see you next week with
Justin. Where can you find us?
Oh yeah.
Like anywhere specific?
Nah, I ran out of stuff in here.
we're on all of them. You've announced them all. All right. Well, we'll see you next week with Wayne's World.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.